Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with today's load prompt, my load page. And the prompt was about something you're thankful for. And the technique is to use a white on white layering technique on your page, a monochrome white on white page. And this is all based on the space theme, because one of the spaceships has an all-white interior. And today is kind of a, for reasons I can't, I can't talk about. Today's been a really hard day. And so my obvious choice is what I'm thankful for is the time I had with this guy. So I took a photo. This is a picture of him sitting under the palm trees on one of our trips to, excuse me, to Honduras. And I did several filters. This one has a little bit more color than I would want with my all white theme. This one has a tiny bit of color. This is all black and white, but it's a very soft, there's a little bit of green that kind of shows, and this one's totally black and white. I don't know which one I want to use, and I may mount them that way so that you get to see both. Maybe, I don't know, but let's work on the background. Actually, these are some foreground items. I'm going to, I have some naked chipboard pieces from two different, I don't know what that is. And then I have these wood hearts. And I'm going to use some texture paste rather than gesso or paint to make them white. Or to kind of give them a little extra whiteness to them. I'm not liking that, so I'm going to grab my gesso, and I bet I can't open the jar, and if I can't, I will start a new video after I open it. So that didn't work. Let's see how this works. See, it's so big that I didn't really want to, oh, it's opening. Who knew? Okay. So, let's try this again. And I'm just dipping that in there. I suppose I should have taken the texture paste off of it. So we'll do this. And that's kind of filling in all the texture. So I'm going to try this. Let me see. Do I have anything I can hold that down with? I'm going to hold it down. Well, I'll use my finger. I'm going to do this. Okay, that's kind of the look I was going for. And I want it to be an uneven white, not a, solidly white. And so I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna have gesso all over my hands, and that's gonna be okay. Okay, let me do that. And we'll do this. And there's not any texture on this, so I don't have as much need to to wipe it, although if I can get some streak marks on it, that would be great. And then we'll just do the little hearts with a quick brush. Some caught inside there. Now let me move that. Okay, now what I'm going to do is put these things aside on that mat. I'm going to clean the gesso off of my tweezers, and I'll give it a better cleaning. Okay, so I'm going to pull that off. And those should dry easily before I need them. My hands are cute. That's not going to hurt anything. So I'm probably going to give a swipe with a paper towel just to get anything wet off of it. So I don't have, I'm not quite sure exactly what I'm going to do, but I have this vellum paper that has white stripes. So I'm going to tear, okay, so I have a strip of that. And now I'll put that away. And then I have a strip of this corrugated. It's by Fancy Pants. Wonder when I got that. It's been a while because it's beginning to kind of yellow on the edges, but I kind of don't mind that for this purpose. So I'm gonna tear it as well. And I'm gonna layer these. I'm envisioning this being layered from the top. And then this kind of like that. And then let's see where the picture may go, or the pictures. Let's say we use all four of them. Let's just 1, 2, 3, and then have this one kind of coming off. And the differentiation won't really show unless I put them on foam. So let me get some foam while I'm still deciding whether I want to do that or not. I may just want to use that one. And or that one. Or that one. I don't want this one, although I really do like the effect of the palms in there. The palms don't stand out. They're not as pretty in this one as they are in either of these two. This one I like because it has a little color. And I'm going to go ahead and use it. It's not the I don't even know what I'm trying to say. It's not, it wasn't my first choice, but it has grown on me. So let me get these down. Okay, that's there, and I'm gonna kind of turn this up a bit. Just to kind of add to the texture. And this, is there a right side or a wrong side there? I think this is the right side. It's hard for me to say what I'm going to do with that. I may just glue it right here, because that'll be covered up by the doily. That should hold it in place. And then, you know, that really doesn't show. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little tiny bit at the corners. The texture of the corrugated comes through, and that's kind of what hides the adhesive. Okay, now I think that's the right side of that. Do I want it off to one side? Maybe so. My title's going to go just kind of right there, and this would, I'm kind of losing some of that texture, and I'm losing that curve by doing that. So maybe I want it over here. It's going to get lost anyway. I'm going to do it here. And I'm going to go ahead and do that and anchor it that way. And then this, I will put down kind of right in the middle of the doily, but because the doily is off center, it won't be right in the center of the page. Okay, so there. Now, I used these dies to cut flowers out of this packaging. This is from Some Assemblage Required, and it's a very pale driftwood pattern, and I love it. I save all my packaging from MK because I like to use it for die cutting. And the two flowers that I have weeded and put out here, see, they're just a little bit off-white. They're not quite wood tone, but they kind of work. Look there, you can get the I thought I might do that. I kind of wanted to layer these. Maybe like that. Okay, let me see. What did I do with my glue? My glue is always in the same place, and it's not this time, so. I needed to fill it up with some more glue, and I forgot to do that. It's not quite out, but getting close. And then this one, I'll just stick some underneath it and kind of lay it down there. And it curls up just the way the die cut it. Now, I have this little bit of netting that was cut with a bramble fox die. I'll do this piece up here. I have this sticker that I'm going to put some foam on. It says let us lay in the sun and count every beautiful thing we can see. And I think that sums up how we lived in our 40 years. So what I'm thankful here is the time I had on this planet with this guy. And today more so than ever. I'm gonna kind of tuck this in right there. And I have this sunflower, which is going to be, I had thought until I put this photo on there, I thought this would be the only color on the page. But I also have a tiny purple, let's see, that's not staying glued down. I'm going to put a piece of foam on it. I used the wrong scissors there. There, I think that's the right placement. So I think I'll maybe slide this in. You know, I could even do it on the photo. I think I'll do that. This is a bramble fox sunflower. Okay, now let's go back to these things that I colored. I have these roses, and I'm not, I pulled them out because they're white, but I'm not, they don't, that's not the look I'm going for. So if I do that there, the ampersand on top of that, and then these two hearts somewhere in there. Okay, I'll leave that off. These are not quite dry, but they're good enough. So I want this kind of out where it overlays the doily and the corrugated and the plain paper. So this kind of tells me that I want it right there. So I'm going to kind of smoosh it down right there. And I'm going to put some glue on the back of this chipboard seashell. There. And then I'm going to put some foam behind this ampersand just to give it some dimension, because otherwise these white pieces will all kind of run together. I go like that. And then I'm going to do some foam. Why don't I use that on the back of here to also give this do I want it there or underneath? I'm just going to kind of lay it right there. And this turns out, and I was hoping that would be the case, this turns out to be almost the same color as these guys. So I like that. Where do I want that? Maybe. Actually, I'm going to do this. Kind of up that way, so the ampersand is covering both, but there it's there. And then I'll do the hearts kind of right down here. And I've made a little bit of a mess. Oh, let's see. I'm going to clean it up with my finger and my tweezers. So it's not exactly white on white, but it's close enough. I'm going to put the little tiny penguin, the purple penguin here. He's looking up, so I'm going to place him so that it looks like he's looking at the photo. I was thinking maybe right in there. So we have purple at one end and yellow at the other end, and then I've got some white sequins that I kind of wanted to place around and have it kind of coming down into the plain white paper. And then I'm going to do, well, let's do some more up in here. I have 3 left. I pulled these from a mix that had black music notes and white sequins. And I didn't pull many. I don't want to overdo it. Those weren't perfectly formed, let's say. Okay, now I think I'm going to add the word thankful. That isn't on there straight. I need, and it seems like it has a piece of smursh on it. Where did that come from? Okay. I know there's an H on here. I checked the letters before pull that out. I kind of fighting back tears here, so I hope you'll excuse me. Just a day that brought back how much I miss him. And I don't know that I will add any other journaling on the page, but when I upload it to the LOAD gallery, I'll write what would have been my journaling. I really like the rough look that these guys got from the way I put that gesso on there. So as they dry, they're beginning to look even better than when I did them. Hopefully this is straight. I'm not good at getting things straight. They look straight when I do them, and then when I take the photo, it's not, even looking at it, you know, after it's finished, it'll look just fine to me. But then when I take the photo, oh my gosh, it was crooked. Okay, I think that is my finished page. That's my sweetheart. And I like how those flowers look, and I like this. I'm thankful that we did get a chance. Well, we had 40 years of laying in the sun and counting every beautiful thing we saw. And there aren't so many beautiful things to see now. Thank you for watching. Bye.